So guys, welcome back to another video. And right here we have the Bitech Ergonomic wireless mouse. Now this mouse requires one AA battery, which if we flip this over at the bottom, I'm going to show you. Here's the battery right here. The USB dongle actually fits right here. So this is how it looks, in case you're wondering. This is the dongle itself. And you just place it inside. So when you first unbox this, it's going to be in this little slot. Of course, you have your on and off button. But I'm actually having problems with this mouse, and I'm going to explain why I'm having these problems with this mouse. I'm glad it happened because I want to tell you guys to kind of stay away from this mouse. Even if you buy it, you may not have any issues that I'm talking about, but because of the cheapness of the mouse, you may experience this when you try to switch out the batteries. But anyway, before we do that, let's kind of go over the whole thing. On and off switch right here. You do have these two buttons, which are not mappable. Unfortunately, there's no software for this particular device, so there's nothing you can do about that. The DPI on here, I believe is 1800, 1600, and 24. Oh, 800, 1200, and 16. So what that means is that if you tap this and you move your mouse around, you're going to notice that the cursor on the screen is going to either move faster or slower, depending on how big your screen is. Like for me, I have a 34 or 37-inch monitor in front of me, so I have more screen real estate. So I want the DPI to be a little bit higher so I can get to one app and then the other app easier and quicker without me using too much hand strength. For the most part, this worked very well. You have your scroller knob, you also have your left clicker and your right clicker. But outside of that, it's a pretty similar design to, it's like a replica of this. Obviously there are other mice out there, but this is called the Mixmaster or MX Master 3. This is like $100 mouse. I don't know if it's still that price now, but Logitech makes really expensive mice. I got this for my wife some time ago. She don't clean this thing at all. Ew, this thing is filthy. I gotta clean it. She be eating here, playing with her mouse, playing the games and stuff like that, Sims and all that stuff. But anyway, when you look at this, it's a similar design kind of to this, where the form factor, meaning like it's meant to, you know, that ergonomic design where it's more comfortable for the hand. And for the most part, this actually is very, very comfortable. When you place your hand right here, it's right below the buttons, versus this one where you place your hand here. Unless it's down here, if you put it right next to it, you might accidentally click one of the buttons. But again, very good mouse for what it did until it decided to stop working. Now, I do want to also just say that there are many different types of mice that you can use in this world. I think this one was like 30, 40 bucks. JLab. This guy has, what is it? Bluetooth. It has 2.4 gigahertz and a Bluetooth 1 and a Bluetooth 2. So again, when you pay more money, you're obviously going to get a better grade of mouse. But if you're shopping at Five Below, that means that you don't have an Amazon account, or you're shopping for someone else, or you're not trying to spend too much money. And sometimes they have products that are very good. Now, here's the problem that I experienced. When I take this battery out, right? First of all, it's very hard to get this battery out of here. That's what I noticed. And I struggled with this. So at first, I didn't even get the battery out. And when I turned it on, trying to get the battery out, if you notice, it's like a short in the connector. So whenever I try to, you know, move this around, you see how the light is coming on? That's not supposed to happen. When you place your battery inside of here, it's supposed to light up right away when it's on and actually stay on to let you know that it's on. But because the connector at the bottom is damaged, when you it's like, look at this. When you try to take this out, because of this cut right here, it's hard to get this out of the case in the first place. Like why should I have to fight? Like, look at it. I'm using physical strength and I can't get the battery out like that. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't have any nails and I can't finesse it. But in order for me to get it out, I actually put my knife right here, my Punisher knife, and then I had to pull the battery out. And that's the issue. Now, when it came to the mouse pad, hold on. Sorry, not mouse pad, the wireless mouse. I didn't experience that issue at all, just in case you guys are wondering. Because the last review I did was on this guy right here, right? And when you take the batteries out of this one, you push that forward, it pops right out without issue. I don't have that issue whatsoever. You can clearly see where the battery goes and you can pop it out with little to no effort. While this one, because of the shape right here, which they should have rounded this off right here so the battery can pop out, it's practically trapping the battery inside of here. So if you don't know how to finesse and manangle this out of the way, you can actually damage the back of this, which is where the spring is. I think that's what happened. And that's why I'm having problems with this mouse moving forward. So again, originally when I popped the battery in, I didn't have one issue with this mouse. It was working great. There was no problems. I had nothing bad to say about it. It even had a feature where if you don't use it after a certain amount of time, it goes on standby mode. And all you gotta do is just click one of the buttons. It'll light back up It won't ruin any of your work on the screen, and you can resume using the mouse. So again, if you don't have this problem and you can take the batteries in and out and you don't have any type of shortages, this is not a bad mouse at all for the asking price. But if you do experience this, my suggestion is for like, I think it's $8 to $10 for this. I'll put the link in the description if it's on a website. Honestly, you can go on Amazon and you can find other mice. As a matter of fact, this part of the video where we have 5 minutes and 25 seconds in, to the left, I'm going to show you mice on Amazon and just start scrolling for cheaper ones. And you can see different prices of mice that you can just purchase that won't have this particular problem. Five Below, I noticed over the last couple years, has been getting products that honestly have been really underperforming and really lackluster, where like, I guess companies are releasing products and it's not selling. So I don't know how the wholesale market works. I'm not going to act like I do, but I did notice that the quality of products at Five Below has dropped considerably over the last 2 years or so. And I started this channel with a lot of Five Below products and stuff. And so I definitely know it's gotten worse over time. Bluetooth headsets, they don't have as much anymore. I'm starting to gravitate away from that budget stuff, primarily because it's just cheap budget stuff. Now, I do plan on buying more things off of Amazon, $8, $10 mouse pads, keyboards, stuff like that, to show you guys that you can still get a very good deal for something that's affordable. But outside of that, Five Below has been really just disappointing lately, especially with this particular product. But the keyboard, though, works great. No problems with the keyboard outside of the key press like I showed you guys in the other video. It's just a quality control issue, man. There's nothing I can do about it. But anyway, like and subscribe like always. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, peace, God bless, and I am out.